Greetings and welcome to your destination. You've reached the Psychological Wellness Hub. We aim to help you build your knowledge and wellness around better understanding mental health and psychological concepts. Welcome back to the channel. Today's topic is geared towards answering this question. What is psychotherapy treatment? Part 1, an introduction. What is psychotherapy treatment? It's a specialty area in the medical field involving the treatment of behavioral health conditions. A form of talk treatment that's focus is primarily on mental health, substance use disorders, other medical conditions, and many more. Let's look at some basic understanding of psychotherapy treatment. As stated above, psychotherapy or therapy is short for a form of talk treatment. It involves a professional, not a personal relationship between a psychotherapist and a patient, client, or consumer. The relationship is agreed upon one where the therapist and the patient work together using the psychotherapy as a mechanism or portal to reach the patient's, client's, or consumer's goals. Talk therapy helps you understand yourself and your problem better. It's a journey of self-discovery and healing. Therapy involves you and your therapist working as a team. As a team that works together to make connections with your problems so that you can relate to those internal forces that keep the problems going. The team works together to look inside of you as well as outside of you with the intention to understand the inner and outer workings of how the problems live and breathe. As the team does this, the internal forces will shift, and this awareness becomes insight. Like a coach working with a sports player, like a trainer hired to help a person in the gym, you are a navigator and the therapist is a guide to help you understand and make use of your thoughts, feelings, and actions. This is an effort to help identify and, if necessary, make changes for the positive and to promote healing. How does psychotherapy treatment work? There are many different ways to understand this. There are many different approaches or forms of psychotherapy treatment. If we go back to the recent reference of insight, let's look at some examples that might clear this up. Think about how you are studying for a test. At first glance, the material is confusing and elusive. Over time with the teacher, connecting with your peers, and studying at home, something happens. The person begins to understand the materials and does well on the test. Another example is when someone is working on a car. At first glance, it can seem overwhelming and painful. However, one might start to analyze their efforts each step till they are eventually able to patch or fix a problem altogether. So let's say someone has depression. In therapy, one might realize over time they have a pattern of beating themselves up mentally in their head. Internal forces. Later, they're able to make a connection when they beat themselves up that they tend to feel down and avoid things like going out with friends. Maybe sometime after that, they make a connection between turning down activities with friends and feeling lonely. Then they come full circle with this insight. When I do this pattern of beating myself up in my head, I end up turning down activities. When I turn down activities, when I'm already feeling bad for beating myself up, I notice I feel lonely and worn out. Then the person sees how the behavior as well as the internal and external forces interact, leading to them feeling down and depressed. This person starts to catch themselves beating themselves up by running some interference on this. Then they decide to take up a friend's offer to go to movies, and even though they are feeling crummy. And now they are not home feeling crummy and down, so they don't get so lonely. Can you see the new pattern evolving? If not, rewind the video, rewatch it, or watch it over again once it's done. Psychotherapy is a treatment that can be done in a variety of different settings. It can be done in behavioral health clinics on an outpatient basis. It can be done inpatient, partial hospital settings, residential treatment facilities, IOP or intensive outpatient programs. It can be done in a person's home, in jails, in nursing homes, sports medicine clinics, professional sport team locations. It can be done in person, over the phone, or by video. Psychotherapy can be done alongside with other treatments and supports like psychiatry, group therapy, case management, recreational therapy, and more. Please see a separate video that will explain more on what these terms mean and expand on these further. Why does one want or need psychotherapy treatment? One has decided to be proactive. That is when they want to improve themselves or their situation before it becomes a problem. Some go when they need help adjusting to new life situations, things like a divorce or breakup, relocated or moved to a new area, job stress, marital resilience, new role in life, and more. When someone has tried to work on themselves and feels like it's time to get a professional to assist them. When they go to a professional and the professional says they're there to help them help themselves. They have decided that the pain or condition needs to be addressed versus waiting to see if it'll go away on its own. Mental health problems are affecting multiple areas of life. Look out for more videos on the channel that expand on this topic and how you can make best use of psychotherapy. We hope you found today's topic was useful for yourself or for someone else. Let us know what you'd like to hear more about or topics that could be useful to you by commenting below, and we'll take it under consideration. If you like what you heard today and would like to hear more from Destination Psychological Wellness Hub, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. You can do this by selecting the subscribe button below the screen and hitting that thumbs up. This will help you get the newest content produced by the channel to you. Please tell all your friends and family about the channel or share this and other videos with them on this channel. Encourage them too to like and subscribe. And as always, we hope your psychological wellness continues to grow with us in this community. Thank you.